Welcome one and all to this 10th episode of Season 3 of D&D with Mike.
And me, Zoe.
And today we are going to, the first thing we need to do is fix that Stack Overflow problem. Now,
let's not show it to you people.
Because if we show it to you,
crash.
Unity crashes and that's bad. So we're not going to do that, but I'm going to explain the logic of it. So the way it works is, suppose you trigger a bomb and the bomb comes rushing to you, and you go towards it. And then there's another bomb just beside it. And what happens is both bombs go aggressive. You explode against the first bomb, and the first bomb creates a blast radius, right? This blast radius here tests whether you are nearby to damage you. This blast radius here checks if any other enemies are nearby to blow them up. So this bomb will find the other bomb, blow it up. The other bomb calls explode on itself. Then it says, it checks around if there's an enemy. And it goes, oh yes, there is an enemy. Oh dear. And it explodes the previous bomb. And then the previous bomb explodes the second bomb. And the second bomb explodes the previous bomb. All of this happening infinitely in the same frame. And that's why we get a Stack Overflow. So we need to fix this. And to fix this, what we're going to do is do something very, very similar. Which is create a private boolean and call it exploded. Semicolon. And then you say here, exploded equals true. Semicolon. Okay, I made a mistake. So we made it private. Let's change it to public, but make it hide in inspector. We don't need to see this. Yeah. Close the square bracket and public. Actually, wait a moment. We've got an even better situation that we could do, because it does take damage and then it explodes. So we should check if health is lower or equal to 0 instead. So let's remove this boolean altogether. Save. Now the health, it's private, innit? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it public, and this time we can even leave it exposed. So just type public here. Save. All right. So here, remove this, save. And here we just need to check if this get component enemy bomb takes damage, etc. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna store that enemy bomb. So copy this, paste it here, and go copy all of this. Call this EB equals, paste, semicolon. And here you say if, turn around, EB dot health higher than 0. Close, open, close, save. Okay. And cut this, type EB right here. That done. And there we go, save. So basically, only if there's sufficient health to cause the explosion, then EB will explode. Otherwise, it will do nothing.
Okay.
Let's go check if we fixed our Stack Overflow right here. Let's go check. All right, here we go. Bonjour, Monsieur Bomb. Boom. They both explode. No Stack Overflow.
And
we are
dead
though, which is interesting. That's not right. Okay, so let's test this again and try and find out why it is that we died. So take damage must have been called 3 times as opposed to 2. That's abnormal.
Yeah, you're dead.
So it's called 3 times. Let's see who calls it. So the first time it's called by enemy bomb. The second time it's called by... has this happened because of contact? So this is happening by enemy bomb 187. 170. No, so this bomb is the first bomb killing us. This second bomb is the second bomb exploding. And the third one is the bomb calling the bomb calling the bomb. I think I know why. but I'm not sure. My guess is on collision enter, calls explode. That's right. So you know what the problem is here. Health is still higher than 0.
Yeah.
That's the issue. So what we're going to do is, inside explode, type health equals 0 right away. Semicolon. So we're forcing the bomb, which is just exploding, to have no health right there. If it is exploding, right? So let's see if we only get 2 now. Should be.
Yes, we have 1 health.
So we're alive. Okay. Now we may change this later in terms of how much resistance time we've got or whatever, but that's good enough for now, right?
The bombs.
Okay, so second thing we wanted to address is the fact that the bombs can see you from behind.
Like that.
Wait, that was kind of weird.
You got killed.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't matter at the moment. I'm more interested in knowing if it can see me from behind or not. It should, right? Because it's based on proximity, not on anything else. So let's now approach. There,
Yes.
see? It sees me from behind. So that's obviously an issue.
Boom.
And this is not a very easy one to fix. Okay? Because what we need to do is give the bomb some kind of cone of vision.
In front of its eyes.
Yes.
Not behind.
Yes. Something like that.
So
now, there are many, many, many ways to do this. Okay? There are more complex ways, and there are cheaper ways.
Okay.
So one cheap way to do it is create a model and then give it a collider, or even just have some kind of collider. But a mesh collider would work for this fairly well. You could do raycasting. There's all sorts of stuff.
Wait, will the cone of vision kind of look like this little triangle symbol on the symbol of Visual Studio in front of the bomb, which is a smaller triangle?
I suppose more or less, yeah. So okay, let's go to the models. We're gonna use the super cheap version. So characters.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we need to be careful because to create a vision cone, you will need a certain scale, and you will need to scale it. But we'll worry about that in a second. So, are you opening characters, mate? Yes, you are. Good. All right, super cheap version. So here's a little bomb guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he's about 1 unit tall. So what we're gonna do is exactly where we're at on the second guy. Hit Shift A, and we're gonna add a mesh, and we're gonna add a cylinder.
Okay.
Okay.
A big one.
Yeah. Hit Tab now. Z, A, B. These we're gonna put at 0, just like that. Okay. Actually, let's put it higher than 0, like 0.25. And A to unselect all, B to select something, and we're gonna do this minus 0.25. Okay. Okay. Now A to unselect all, B to select stuff. B. Let's grab these. Vertex. All right. There it is. Okay. Now hold Alt and Shift. Okay, release. Hit F. Now hit Control R. Escape. This needs to be on X0. See the cone?
Yep.
Now I think this cone is going to be too wide, probably. Yes. So let's narrow it. Hold Shift. Okay, release. V. Alright, done. This should still exist, and it does. That's good. Should have probably done with degrees, but that's okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. Okay, hold Alt and Shift. Release. Hit F. Hold Alt. Now Shift. And release. Hit F. Alright, so there's our little cone. It's a 1 unit cone. And let's create an n-gon here. So hold Alt Actually, no. Well, yeah. This will never get rendered. Okay.
Pressed.
Now F. Now hold Alt again. F. But tell you what, if we do render it, well, if we do render it, we're gonna create a rendered version, not this. Yeah. So that's. You know what? Let's create a renderable one. So hold nothing. Hit Tab to go to object mode. Shift D to duplicate. Escape. Tab. Alt R. I don't know. Oh, was the Alt R? My bad. Control R. Escape. Okay. A to unselect all. B to box select. B to box select. Delete vertices. A to select all. F. Z. Okay, so tab. Let's move this one to the third layer. And this one, just check. Yeah, the normals are up. See? Up it's gray, down it's dark gray. That means the normals are pointing up. So this is our render cone. So let's rename this one to render vision cone. Render vision cone. Hit enter. Copy. Paste. 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 Shift V. Enter. There you go. Vision cone, render vision cone. And save, yes. Now, let's take a look at our prefab enemies enemy bomb. Open prefab. So this one does not have an enemy cone, all right? So it's got an aggression circle though. So let's create a new enemy cone. Let's also do another thing for our cone, which is going to be very helpful. Bless you. For our render enemy cone in particular, hit tab. Okay, and if you hit caps as well. Now hit. We're gonna switch this to a UV image editor.
Oh
Hit
yeah, that.
U. And now we're gonna say unwrap from view bounds. So what this does is it's unwrapped it in such a way that it fits the entire square. Now we don't really want that because this is most likely going to get mapped on some kind of circle. So I mean, we could even either do it as a square, that would work quite well actually, or we could do it as an actual circle, that would work as well. So now for a circle, this would work perfectly. All you need to do is hit S and 0.5. Hit enter. And now G, X, hold control. Yeah. So this now maps pretty decently to a circle.
Mm-hmm.
If we give it a circle texture, you'll see it'll fit just fine. Okay,
Yeah.
save. Okay, now it's got UVs as well. Okay, now let's create an empty object and call this one vision cone. Sure, hit enter. I don't know, hit enter. Vision cone. So the vision cone is gonna have to have a bunch of things. First of all, let's create a 3D object. It doesn't matter, right? So I'm just creating a thing here. It really does not matter. Okay. So now we're gonna change the sphere to the vision. I don't see it.
This one?
Am I blind? No, that's a quad. Ah, render. There it is. Okay, render vision blah blah blah. So the vision cone needs to be 270 over here and 90 there. So there's the vision cone. Okay, and if you multiply this by 5, for example, whoops, not the Z, I guess. Z stays 1. You'll see that this guy is now really, really large.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's kind of what we wanted. That's the vision cone of 5 or whatever it is that we decided.
Yeah, it looks like it was. It looked like it was eating a big piece of pizza the other time.
Now let's create a vision cone material. Okay, so materials, enemies, bomb, feed aggression, duplicate aggression circle, and call this one vision cone. You can't spell vision cone. Okay, hit enter. All right, so vision cone. Drag the vision cone on the sphere, and you see how decently it maps on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of the circle thing.
Yes. Let me check the gizmos. I want the selection wire. That triangulation sucks big time, don't it? Yeah. Okay. Changed my mind on the end gun. This is stupid. So there's gonna be a problem here. Okay. Hold Alt. Oh gosh. Wait. That's not gonna work.
Let go.
Yeah. Let go. Hit E to extrude. Escape. S. Delete vertices. Oh, that still won't work. Alright. Bad attempt. Let's try this again. Delete this. Duplicate this one. Shift D. Escape. M to move it. Second layer. Let's go to the second layer. Tab. Alt R. My bad. I keep on saying Alt. I mean to say Control.
Why does it make that?
Because it's rotating it in a certain way. Control I. Escape. Z. A. B. B. Delete V. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna actually triangulate it ourselves. So hold Shift. Hit F. Hold Shift. Hit F. Hold Shift. Hit F. Hold Shift. Hold Shift. And hold Shift. Z. I can't tell if the correct normals. I think so. The normals are up, aren't they? So I'm not sure now. What we're gonna do in order to make absolutely certain is we're gonna go to
Recalculate?
We could do that, but that may either blast them up or down. There's no way to know. What I want to see is there should be a display. Not here, I guess. Hit tab for me. There. They're pointing which way?
Up.
Woo?
Well, down.
Down. So A. Now they're up. Tab. Yeah, I thought so because it looked very bright on both, and that's usually an indication that it's underneath. That's wrong. Anyway, so now again we need to rename it to render vision cone. Exactly the same name. So capital R, ender. Wait, copy, and then hit enter. Paste it.
Render.
Paste it, and then type vision cone, capital. Hit enter. Enter.
Com.
Okay, now remember we need to redo the UVs. So hit tab, U, project from view, bounds. Okay, now S, 0.5. Okay, done. G, X, hold control. Done. Save. Now we're gonna get decent triangulation. That's much nicer. Okay, so your aggression circle, not aggression circle, my bad, vision cone, just change its color to some kind of yellow. And there we go.
And
looks quite ugly from here, but it'll look okay. So that's one way of doing it. We could also do it with a
it needs to be
with a square instead. What?
It needs to be displaying itself all of the time and not.
If that's what we want, I think there should be an ability you get later that shows you the vision cones or something. I don't know. So let's change this from sphere to call it render cone. Yeah, so this is not going to be great, okay? Because this is going to go through walls, all sorts of terrible stuff. Okay, we should compute the render cone on the fly. I've done it in another project of mine, but that gets really complicated. You're not ready for this. Okay, so we're just gonna go with this render cone. Now duplicate the render cone, and call this one collision cone. Now, so from the render cone, we're gonna remove the sphere collider, and from the collision cone, we are going to change this to a mesh collider. So type COL. Mesh collider. And we're going to change the mesh from a render cone to a vision cone. There it is. Nice and fat. Okay. So the vision cone.
With bad triangulation.
Yeah, that's fine. We can live with that. It's not a big deal. I mean, we can fix it if you want to, but this really doesn't matter because it's never going to get rendered. In fact, I'm going to remove the mesh renderer from it. Bye. Right. It's got the render vision cone. You need to give it the render. This one. Make it convex. There you go. And remove the mesh filter. No need. There it is. So now, when you make your vision cone bigger, both of them get bigger. Right? So that's good. Now let me think here. Vision cone, collision cone, cooking options. I have no idea what that means. It's a new thing. But one thing we're gonna need is some kind of layer for this. So let's see. So these are layer enemy. Okay. Let's redo enemy again. It says yes, change children. By the way, I discovered why these don't work. Because of the underscores. So if you remove enemy underscore, this, type capital G game water, or map, there, capital M, map water. Okay, and let's do map obstacle. Hit enter. And now you'll see that when you select the enemy bomb, they appear.
Yay.
It's a ridiculous bug. Yes, change children. So now the collision cone is enemy 2, right? So the collision cone. Oh, wait a moment. We need to. No, that's not ideal. Well, we can tell it it's trigger. So that means that it's never going to collide with anything, but it's going to be used as a trigger.
Okay.
Okay. Now for the vision cone, maybe we should have a module, like a script that just exists for the vision cone and nothing else. Some kind of like awareness script. Okay, so let's create let's put some order here because this is chaos, right? So create folder, create an infrastructure folder. Infrastructure. T-R-U-C-T-U.
Wait, I want to see if I can spell it correct.
All right, sounds good. Now, camera manager goes in there. Game manager goes in there. Map goes in there. Map entity, no. Map tile, no. PFXL manager and play. All right, now let's create a folder for characters or agents. It's gonna be enemy bomb and the player.
Agents? What?
Agents. Agents are entities that do things. An agent, from the Latin verb agere, which means to do things, to act.
Did you say agent?
Agent. A-G-E-N-T.
Oh, okay. That kind of agent.
Then, let's see. So call this one micro-purpose. I like this. Micro-purpose. Yes. So this is for tiny little scripts to do tiny little things. Okay. Now enemy spawner, map entity, map title. This one is easy. Let's call it map. Okay, so this is all for maps. Even though this is kind of an entity, but fine. Map entity and map tile. Every time you drag in here, it recompiles, so that's why you need to wait. One small change I want to do is move the map to map. Okay, Now there's a bit of order. So inside our characters, we're going to create a awareness module. DULE module.
Or is he going to spell it with a J?
Module. Well, that's how I pronounce things. Okay, we're gonna put the awareness module in the vision cone.
How is it supposed to be pronounced?
Module is correct. It's, you know that English is special in its phonetics, right? It goes like, hey, this is a bead, this is a bed. Why? They're spelled identically. Oh well, read, exactly the same spelling. I don't know why. Welcome to English. Right? Most other languages are phonetically consistent. Not English! They don't care. Okay, so awareness module. I've already put it on the vision cone, so let's go and open it. Fairly simple. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a simple update loop, and inside update we're going to check if it finds a player, send that information to the player, to the owner. So save. Now, because we've made a bit of a silly thing where our only enemy type is the enemy bomb, right? We still need to contend with that problem. We're going to refactor later, save. But we you know, it's, yeah, anyway. So what we're going to do is, first of all, there's going to be a private bool setup. Bool setup. Semicolon. Yeah, that's good. And create a public void setup with a capital S. Void setup. Yeah, now request an enemy bomb. Yeah. Space. EB. Yeah. And then create a private enemy bomb. Oh, it's really funny. And call it owner. Semicolon. So owner equals EB. Semicolon. Setup equals true. As of tomorrow, I want you to talk to mommy and get her to practice typing.
Okay.
One finger typing is retarded.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I remember you typing faster 1 year ago. So let's.
I was typing faster 1 year ago.
I think so. So if setup.
But I was not typing.
If setup. Stub. E. Okay. If setup. And we're gonna tell the owner enemy detected or something like that. So for some reason, not for some reason, because we've moved all of our scripts. All of our scripts were lost in the Visual Studio solution. So let's reopen them all. All right. So enemy bomb right here and awareness module. All right. So the enemy bomb is gonna need an awareness module to know. So you could either serialize it, or we're going to do something smarter, which is going to look for it. But since we're here, let's put a little bit of order here. So let's see if we got any headers anywhere that we can utilize, because I'm lazy. Yes. Okay, copy this. Okay, paste it here. Call this one state. Capital. Capital the others too, just 8. Copy this, paste, rules, save, speed detection, patrol pause, blah, 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 paste, infrastructure, if you hold shift it's easier, yeah, save, okay, aggression weight, 2, these are rules. Explosion template, that's a piece you need. We should call that cosmetics. So cut these two, paste. These are rules, cut these two, paste. Let's leave this one in infrastructure for now, but put it at the top. So cut, paste. Cut this, and we're gonna put it in.
I pressed paste.
Paste.
But I pressed paste earlier.
Alright.
So I'm trying to undo.
Control Z. Control Z. Okay. Cut. Now zoom in a bit. Hold control. Okay, release.
I
Paste.
think it was bigger.
Hold control again then. There. Mesh render, animation curve, regression circle. Okay, so cut these. Put these in rules.
It's a lot of serialized fields.
Save. So that's the mesh render for the regression circle. Now, start position, wanted distance, blah, 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 blah. These are all operations, so we're gonna leave them in infrastructure. Save. Okay, so inside the infrastructure, we're gonna need a private awareness module, AM. With the W. Awareness doesn't work. AM. Semicolon. Okay. So as soon as we start, and as soon as we set up, let's go find it. So copy this. Paste. Equals. Transform.find. .find. Open round. And should be vision cone. Quote, 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 capital. Come on. Vision cone. Close quote. Close round. Dot get component. Blah, 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 blah. If you hit caps lock, it doesn't like it. No. Off type first.
I'm just gonna type it again because I pressed caps lock.
Of type. No. Which type?
The vision cone.
That's not a type.
That's not a type. The awareness module.
Thank you. I love it that I need to actually sort of call you back to attention every now and then. You hit tab. Yes. Close, open, close round, semicolon. Or colon. Or elk semicolon. Save. Alright, so AM transform find, and then we're gonna say AM dot setup open round. Actually, wait a moment. We're not gonna set up the AM until we are fully spawned. Start patrol. Where is the spawning fast? There should be a spawning routine of some sort. It makes you grow. Maybe the setup is only called at that point. Yeah, I think so. So right here, I guess, you can say am.setup and then feed it this. Yeah, there it is. No. Set up the function. Open round. This.
But we're inside it.
Close. Semicolon. What?
We're inside setup.
I don't understand. What,
We're
yeah, sure, but setup is
setup.
inside AM. So the awareness module has its own setup.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so you call this setup, you feed it yourself, and now it knows who you are. Now, if setup inside update, okay, we're gonna be checking if, actually no, not on update. Change this to on trigger enter. Collision or collider? Wait a moment. This should be recognized. Try again. Try it here. Void on trigger.
Oops.
Perfect. Try void again. On trigger. Trigger enter. There we go. Thanks for the help. See? Okay. If setup. Alright, there we go. Save. So if we're set up and we're in collision enter, we need to find out which collision, which trigger did we enter. Okay. I think this is going to work, but I'm not sure. Well, especially because I don't know if it knows which collider we're entering. Really not sure. Okay, you want to check the collider layer first. So we should have a player layer inside the game manager. So you can say if open round c dot game object, there it is, dot layer equals game manager dot script dot player layer. Close round, open squiggle, hit enter, close, save, and now we can go check how the enemy bomb is doing it. So the enemy bomb, if not aggressive, right, is going like if vector 3 distance. So it's checking a certain distance. Now one thing we forgot is that when we set up the vision cone, we need to give it a certain distance.
Yeah.
Right? So detection distance, that's the one. So copy that and put comma over here, paste it. Now let's go to setup, comma, float, size, just call it size. Yeah. And here you can say transform dot local scale equals vector 3.1. No, that's a lie. We need to leave the z alone. So do new vector 3, open round. So z is gonna, x is gonna be size, y is gonna be size. Yeah.
Because you said that is nothing.
Yeah. I wonder if I'm wrong. We could be wrong. I can't remember.
There's an error.
I will find it as well. Whoop. Yeah. No, I'm right. Okay. Y and Z. All right. No problem. Yeah, that's fine. It's weird that it's complaining, but yeah, because we didn't save. We didn't save here. So that's wait. That's fine. All right. So side blah blah. Blah. Right, and therefore all of this is now kind of obsolete. Okay, literally all of this, I think. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to comment everything out here, like so. And here we're gonna make a hit control MO. This is too chaotic. Or hit other keys.
Which was N.
I think that's new. Okay, so fixed update doesn't do anything at the moment. Stop, patrol, start aggression. Okay, public void detect player. Open, close run, open squiggle, close, save. Here you go. If not aggressive, exclamation mark aggressive. You can hit tab before you get to the last character. Close, open squiggle, save. All right, if not aggressive. Now how did we do here? We were checking for distance. This is important though. Cut this. Put it here. Save. So we need to check if we can actually hit the player. Now this is going to be a problem because here we need to change from on collision enter, on trigger enter to on trigger stay. Save. This means that as long as we are in contact with that cone, the enemy is going to get mad. We could also make it so that if we leave the cone, the enemy chills down. And sort of goes like, okay, chills out and goes like, that's fine, and lets you go. We can make decisions like that. I don't know yet. Okay, so so if it's the correct layer, now we can call our owner. So you go to owner dot detect player tab, open close round, semicolon, save. And yeah, so here it says start aggression, which will make it immediately aggressive. So at least for now. but it won't work by distance anymore. The distance is now something we're giving to the awareness module. Okay, so the awareness module should still have absolutely nothing here. Keep changes. A bit confused by this, but okay. So enemy bomb. Okay, we can leave everything alone. Render cone, blah blah blah. Vision cone, blah blah blah. All right. Now let's see how it works.
I was like, where did you put the controller?
Here's the vision cone.
There's the vision cone.
Yeah, but we got null references.
Yeah.
So the problem is a bit different. AM transfer find vision cone. So the problem is it's wrong. It's under structure. So we forgot to say structure. Wait. Copy. Paste. Save. Okay, easy fix. Wait for compiler. Boom. Off we go. Alright, so there's the vision cone. Ooh, big vision cone. Now for some reason it's all weird. Well, I have a few ideas. It works though, more or less. So
it's the pattern, I guess?
Let's take a look. Well, the pattern on the grass is something that haunts us. It's something that we definitely need to do something about. But I'm not sure I know what's happening. So let's take a look. Bomb spawn point, enemy bomb. Okay, there it is. So the enemy bomb has a structure. It has a vision cone. The vision cone is... There's the render cone. And it should be visible, but it isn't. And I think this is the problem, but still, why is it black? I think that... No, I think I don't know. What the heck is happening? Okay, wait a moment. Whoop. So, one thing that's happening for sure is that something is set as so the renderer has a mesh renderer, cast shadows, put it on off, receive shadows, put it on off. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's nothing going on. The collision cone makes this trigger, doesn't have anything else, it's just a collision. Okay, so why in the heck is this thing not working? Well, or working this weirdly. Render vision cone. That looks correct. Let's rotate this. No, I can't see underneath. So it's not that.
Is it the normals? No, we flipped them.
I don't think it's that, because that's why I looked underneath. Change it to nose, just of curiosity. Okay, so nose works, but it's all black. Dynamic occluded. I am a little bit puzzled. Not sure what's causing this. Don't know that I've seen it before. This seems very, very strange.
Also,
yeah, no, so it's definitely not underneath, so that's not an issue. Yeah, what's up?
I was like, why is that? Does that look like that?
Does that look like what?
When you turned it around.
I don't know. Okay, so position 0 is definitely wrong, which surprises me a little bit. Position 1 is obviously too high. Position 0.5 is fine. Now the render cone is somehow... Actually, I'd like it to be closer to ground. So position 0.1. There, that's sufficient. But still, it's fully black. This doesn't make any sense. Is it Unity doing another one of its weird tricks? Okay, let's take a look at the prefab here. Prefabs, enemies, enemy bomb, open. No, I definitely see it there and it's rendering properly, so I'm very confused as to what's happening. I'm not sure I understand, frankly. Because it's rendering correctly here.
Looks like a spider web while it's triangulated.
It's also weirdly right in the middle, and for some reason it goes back down to 0 when it launches. What the heck? That makes no sense. Okay, so it's the vision cone is at 0, right? This is on the prefab. Prefab works fine, and then in game, for some reason, the vision cone is on the ground. It's very definitely on the ground. Okay. I mean, I genuinely have no idea. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I don't trust any of this, so we're gonna open the prefab. We're gonna delete the vision cone from the prefab, all of it. I know it's kind of stupid, but I'll close the prefab because the new prefab system has already given us a bit of trouble that was incomprehensible. So create an empty, call it vision cone. Okay, we know it needs to be rotated 270 on the X. We need to be rotated 90 on the Y. Okay, create a 3D object. I did a sphere last time. That's okay. Give it the material.
A vision cone.
Vision cone. And give it the rendered vision cone. There it is. Remove the collider. Okay. Rename this one render cone. Sure, renderer cone is fine. Now duplicate renderer cone. Rename this one collision cone. And remove, add component, mesh collider, change the mesh to vision cone. Yes, yes, that's it. Okay. Oh wait, and it's missing the awareness module. Okay. What in the world? Let's see if this works. And if it doesn't work, then I must say I am baffled.
It is.
And I am baffled. I have no idea. This is not working. This is the weirdest I've ever seen. What in the world is happening? Oh well, I forgot the shadows, that's for sure. So
the shadows didn't do anything last time.
Oh, I know, but they must be away. All of them. Blender probes, collision cone, vision cone, blah blah blah. This is fine. It's marked as enemy. This is marked as enemy. Render vision cone is marked as enemy. Everything's fine. What in the world is happening? So let's try and make him aggressive and see if the little circle around him. Okay, so it's not even working at all.
We broke it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised because the collider is actually not on the vision cone itself. So that doesn't surprise me too much. We would need to put the script on this. I've always found this peculiarly annoying that like children colliders don't detect stuff, and I don't know how you change that. There may be a way, but I'm not aware of it. But wait, we need to figure out what's going on with the rendering first. So let's hit play and nothing else, and then we're gonna drag an enemy bomb. Close the prefab, please. Drag the enemy bomb right here. Drag it up, and as you can see, that thing is rendering just fine. This circle is actually causing a shadow too, which needs to go away. We need to turn that off. So let's delete this bomb real quick. Open this bomb. Aggression circle. Don't receive shadows. Don't cast them. Thanks. Okay, put another enemy bomb right in here. Drag it up. Where in the bloody world did you put it? Thanks. Okay, now, as you can see, this is fine. So let's try manipulating it in the way we're doing on the other side. So the vision cone, we said it's 5. And then if I know why. We put Z of 0 as opposed to Z of 1. So it's make it, check this out. Boop.
Yeah, see that?
There's your answer. Stupid. Okay, awareness mode, that's 1. Now, we stopped the code already. Okay, so save here. Now, on trigger stay, that's a problem.
Is that what you meant to do?
Yes.
Oh.
Pass me the keyboard. It's going to take time otherwise. So I'm going to look for Unity on trigger, on collider, on collision. Enter child collider. I'm sure somebody's looked for this. How to detect child object collisions on parent. Let's see. Add a script to a child and inside it have a reference of script of parent object. Now write 3 methods in parent script like on collision enter 2D child, on collision stay 2D child, on collision exit 2D child, and call respective methods from method. Yeah, this is a bit stupid, but it is doable. Yeah, okay, you can hack it, I get it. Oh, this is doable from the... Huh, that's interesting. So you can use that as a flag as well. Okay, so we need to hack it. There's no other way, apparently. Let's see. The problem is the collider is on this and not on the main parent, and it cannot be. Okay, because the main parent is all rotated and weird.
Yeah.
But I think that would work still. So here's what we're gonna do. On the enemy bomb, okay, we're gonna take the collision cone, we're gonna copy this component completely and put it on the vision cone. And it should already work. Yes, see, it's got the correct rotation and everything.
Yes.
So it is fine. Good. Now this should actually work in-game as well, and it should render properly, I hope. So let's see.
Yes.
Okay, apparently it's not working, which is a bit strange. Ah! Well, the collision cones are working anyway, but
hey, the bomb is actually smaller than the player.
that collision circle, detector looks dreadful. We're gonna have to do some work on that because the texture is too small, I think. PFX, I'm guessing. Ring, right? How big is this? 128 by 128. It's tiny, right? So it works really well in certain scenarios and works terribly in certain other scenarios. Okay. In this particular case, it looks too ugly, too jagged. We can probably make it look a little bit better if we turn off compression and we make it seem boxy. So let's see if this helps a bit. I don't think it's going to be massively better. Yeah, it's boxy now. Yeah, I think it's uglier possibly. Anyway, we can fix that later. The issue that we need to address now is why is this collision thing not happening. So let's take a look at this. So debug.log c.name. Well, c. If c is not null, we'll know, right? So c. We need to stop the code here. It gonna crash.
Would it have crashed?
Whoa.
It's so jittery.
Yeah, because it's spitting out loads of debug. So it's hitting loads of walls. But is it hitting us? So wall. Enemy bomb. Vision cone. So vision cone is hitting vision cone. Alright, so we've got a problem. All of these are hitting everything. This obviously is not right. Okay? So let's go ahead and construct a new layer just for this. Okay? Let's create a layer called enemy awareness and then a layer called, well, just that for now, enemy awareness. So here inside the vision cone, you change this, go add layer, enemy awareness. Enemy awareness. And now we're going to tell it you, are going to be enemy awareness. Yes, change. And now we're going to go file, edit, project settings, physics.
Oh, yeah, this.
And on enemy awareness, turn everything off. Everything off. Also, let's turn all of these initial ones off with everything.
Clickety, 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 click.
Yeah, it's very silly that there's no like magic button to unselect all, but there isn't. So you need to
Just clickety,
manually do everything. Okay, post-processing shouldn't hit anything. Now, let's see. Enemy awareness should hit the player. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. Now let's leave the debug log on and see what happens. So for now, the debug log is it's still hitting the stupid walls. What are you doing? You shouldn't collide with the walls, man. What the? Does it not work for triggers? Enemy awareness? Is that what's going on? It's possible. Let's see. So it's still seeing the walls, which is obviously daft. Now, enemy awareness. It's definitely on enemy awareness. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn off is trigger. And leave it there, I think. Let's see if it's not trigger. So there, turn off his trigger, and let's see what it does, because it could like affect the bomb now and all sorts of painful stuff that we don't want. Game object layer. Change this to on collision stay. Save. And that's that.
Should it work?
Maybe. Not sure. Clearly I'm encountering problems I'm not familiar with or haven't encountered before.
Script error on collision stay.
Oh. Change this to collision. Save. Makes no difference to us. Practically speaking. Okay, so it should already have compiled. No script errors.
It's
no,
hitting
no,
the
no,
player.
it's a wall. Doing, 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 doing. Oh dear.
Funny, but bad.
It should be an on-trigger stay, but apparently on-trigger stay does not ignore the stuff. Okay, this is puzzling to me. Why in the world would the physics not work? Because I changed physics today because I'm stupid. Oh, man. So much clicking. Yeah, because I'm working on 2D projects right now, and so I'm always here. That's the issue. And my brain did not adapt. Alright, so there we go. Now the 3D collision should be working. Let's close this. Let's go back to hit undo a couple times.
Okay.
One more. Stop. Save. Okay. Now let's see if this idiot is going to be correct now. Because it shouldn't hit the walls. Alright.
Except you hit the wall.
That's fine. Oh, I forgot. Let me just do it directly on this bomb. Okay, so this one is trigger. Huh? I told you. Oh, it's this one. Oh boy.
Hey man. Didn't get angry.
Yeah, I can see that. But we're definitely getting the debug log. It's definitely happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to the bomb now and find out why this is not happening. And then when we're done with this, we're stopping for tonight. So vision cone is trigger. All right, now we know this. Should be working. Everything's fine. Good. Now, why in the world are we not getting here? Setup is definitely true. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove this because now we can only contact the player. So Shift Tab.
Shift Tab.
Control S.
Nice.
Okay, and we should probably check that we're not aggressive on this as well. So let's make aggressive public. Hide in inspector. Yeah, tab. Close. Public. Save. And instead of having this check here, so just copy it. We have an extra check for no reason. Paste it here and go owner dot, and now close it. Save. So as long as the owner is not aggressive, detect the player. That's our current design. It may change later, but for now it's this.
And now?
Now hopefully
it will work.
Hopefully. I don't actually know that it will.
Hope. Yay!
Getting mad! Oh boy!
Ha. You're too slow.
Didn't detect us. That's because there's a wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it hit the wall and didn't hit us. Hey man.
Oh boy. Okay. So everything's working. Now that means we can sneak up on them like this. Dun dun dun, and catch them. And pick them up, right?
Yeah, or kill them.
So we can make it so that you can only pick them up when they're not aggressive, I think. And that would be an awesome little trick.
Yeah.
It'll be a cool little mechanic.
Because if you try to pick them
up... Or
up...
even when they're spawning, you can pick them up.
Because that would make sense. If you pick them up while they're aggressive, then they'll blow up on you. Because you made touch with them.
Yeah.
You made
now, there's another thing that I'd like to do. Which is... The awareness module vision... needs to be invisible on start or something, because as soon as it's set up, so cut this, put it here, cut this, put it here, save. And awareness module, owner is aggressive. That won't work. We also need to check if it's set up. Okay, cut this. Dang, put it here. Save. Yeah, no, this makes no difference. Cut this as well. And put it here. We're going to do something different. Save. And for awareness module for now, all we're going to do is we're going to make it invisible at start. So... Here go void start. Open close round. There, it's already there. Okay, and now type transform.local scale equals vector 3.0. Vector 3.0. Semicolon. Yes. And yeah, so now what we're gonna do is for the next episode, what we're gonna do is we're going to make it so that we can pick them up from behind and throw them.
Hey man. Hey boom.
Yeah. So as you can see, they can see through walls. And plus, by the way, these awareness renderers, we're probably gonna turn them off, right? Because this is kind of silly. Picked it up. Oh, run away!
Because everybody knows, hey, get out of that area.
Yeah, you can totally see like where not to go, right? And it's not ideal.
Makes the game a bit easy.
I mean, we could have it so that it's like an ability later or something.
Yeah.
But for now, certainly, yeah. Now let's do one last thing before we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this ring.
Blender has been updated more than GIMP.
Image, scale image, 512. Okay, see how ugly this is? So we're going to use this just as an example. Okay. And what we're going to do here is we're going to create a circle. That's as big as the thing. So let's go to View, Snap to Grid, View, Show Grid, View, Snap to Canvas Edges, Image, Configure Grid. So it's power of 2. This means we can use any power of 2. It will be useful. So it's 128, for example. Okay, there we go. Up, and grab the white color. Up, and do this. Now this is not a perfect circle because of certain internal bugs in GIMP. So, I mean, this particular one maybe, but I don't think so. Control V, slap.
And now it's perfect, right?
Now it should be perfect. And now what we can do is, I forgot to give it a black background, and now a new layer. And now you go to this, change from gradient to, and that's pretty good, and change it to multiply. And there's a much subtler ring. So let's Control Shift D and go this one, Vision Ring or something. Vision Ring, export. And now Vision Ring is going to have, let's leave everything alone with exception of repeat. Repeat is fine actually. Don't generate bitmaps, apply, and from grayscale, apply. And now we can go to Materials, Enemies, Vision Cone, and change this to the other ring.
Now that looks good.
And as you can see, this looks substantially better.
Yes.
Now, I still don't really like the edge. Okay, so there's a bit too much edge. So what we can do for that is we can make the circle a teensy-weensy bit smaller. So let's do 506 or something.
2, 3.
And then 506 over here. I could have done simultaneous, but whatever. Now you put it right in the middle, hit Control E.
And then you export it. And then it looks prettier.
Yeah. It's not super perfect, but it's okay. It's much better now, for sure. Right. Yeah, this is working pretty good.
Hey man,
Ooh,
notice me.
Catch me. I gotcha. Oh no! Run! Yes. All right.
The evil Link.
The evil voice. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.